The locker room has been a space where it's like your team away from your actual team. People who are going through the same things in life, and it's a group of people that come together monthly to kind of just talk through different categories.
The locker room essentially is we meet like once a month for about an hour to an hour and a half. It is a group of us that come together. We're sharing our experiences, connecting, kind of understanding like where we've all come from.
Space where you check in monthly. Everybody is sharing what they have going on. Everybody is assisting, and within their network, if they got something that might help out, that's getting lobbed up. And it's just a cool space that I've been able to be a part of for the last 2 years.
I think what surprised me is just finding people in all walks of their sports career. Everyone had a lot to relate on. I didn't necessarily expect to be able to relate so much to every single person in each locker room that I've been in, but it seems like a lot of us have had similar experiences and journeys going through professional sports.
Coming into the locker room and having people from different sports, hockey guys, soccer guys, other football guys that played at different levels, and also guys that have grown up in different countries. So you get a unique perspective coming in, a perspective, quite frankly, I'm not going to find here at home in Salt Lake City.
Our locker room, it's people who have played all different sports. We live all across the country, all across the world, but that hour and a half that we have together once a month, everyone comes together and we're all on the same team. So it's really cool to see everyone just like come together and share our experiences to try to help better one another.
There's a sense of accountability there where you can tell people not only what you're doing, but what you're working on. You hop on in a month from now, it's like, I don't want to be saying the same stuff. So there's kind of a little bit of an external push.
It's been really cool to see people set goals according to what we've talked about in the sessions, and seeing people come month after month and say like, hey, I actually ended up doing this, or I ended up investing in this business or starting this other thing or getting back on the field.
We give each other the space to like name what our intentions, what our goals are. And then, when we come back together every month, it's kind of like checking back in on how are we feeling? How are we tracking towards those goals? Is there anything that anybody within the locker room can do to help somebody else reach their goals? And so that's been just like a great experience.
I think the specific moment that it really clicked for me is when I started to actually participate, which sounds crazy, but when I just decided, there's a point I was traveling in Finland during one of our calls, and I got on the call and I was so tired and exhausted, and it was actually such a huge thing for me, because it was just a reminder that there were people in my shoes out there too.
I was working with, one of our guys in our locker room, Deontay. He was getting his kind of youth program up off the ground. And so being able to kind of hand over some of the materials that helped me get started over to Deontay, and now he's full-fledged, got his thing up and going now.
There's been people like Rob Morris, who has been in some of my chats, who is just really inspiring. And when people start to get vulnerable and share stuff about themselves, then everyone kind of actually ends up relating.
I would 100% recommend anybody within PAC jump into the locker room. All of us as athletes, we have all been in a locker room in some way, shape, or form, and this is no different to what you experienced in your respective sports, being with people who are on your team, people who want to see you succeed.
Just to give it a shot, just get involved, jump in there. My skill set is not connecting with other people, but it's been one of my favorite parts of PAC, are those monthly calls.
I tell all our guys, it's the most genuine, authentic space that you're probably going to find outside of playing sports. So it's been super cool.